a capoeira. Olha, regional.
Salve. Hello everyone, this is Professor Malandro and back again with instructional capoeira movements for all of the basic movements in Capoeira Regional. The last video, part one that we did, was the main movement of capoeira, which is the ginga. All of your movements are going to start and finish with the ginga. So we're going to do a quick review. Okay. Here, this is the ginga, moving from side to side, making sure you don't cross your leg. Okay. So the first defensive movement that we're going to do is called Guarda Baxia, which is a low guard. So from the ginga, you're going to end up in the middle, here, middle base. You're going to squat all the way down, keeping your feet flat on the floor, here. Then one hand here on the floor, the other hand above your head. Not here in front of your face, but you're ducking under a kick, so therefore your arm is above your head. And then the hand that touches the floor is just for a little bit of added stability, but you don't need to lean all the way here, and definitely not back. You want to be able to go straight down, boom, and then from there you come up, keeping the arm there for protection, and then return into the ginga. So now we're going to do the other side of Guarda Baxia. Feet here in the middle base, squatting straight down, making a fist to protect your hands, arm above your head because that is where the attack is, and then you stand up, arm in front, and then back into the ginga. I'm going to do two more. In the middle, exhale as you go down, and then up, back into the ginga, and then to the other side here, making a fist above the head, hand flat on the floor, feet flat, and then up, and then as always, return back into the ginga. Okay? So, after you have Guarda Baxia, we're going to go into the next movement, which is called Negativa. Now, Negativa is really going to use the arms, okay, and train your upper body. So as we go into the ginga here, I'm going to stop, one leg behind me, one leg in front. I turn sideways, I'm looking at my target. Hands here go on the floor, having slight distance in between. I don't want to go straight down like this. I want to lean forward slightly to give space, and this is too much. Okay? So again, from the ginga position, I give space, and now my back leg is going to go through the hole here, all the way here, side of the foot, but my hips are not touching the floor. So I'm not sitting down, okay? This foot can be flat or it can be on the tips of the toes, okay? The ball of the foot. Either one, depending on your knee flexibility. But this leg is gonna go through, hands here flat on the floor. I do a slight capoeira push-up, touching the ear to the floor, come up, and then I'm gonna lift my hips, pull the leg back, and then protect my face and turn back. As I begin the ginga, again, side to side, arms up, switching, bouncing, side to side, and then the other side. I'm gonna turn here, hands on the floor, giving some space. Now, if you notice also, this foot that is in front, I'm gonna turn so it's easy for my leg to pass through. And then my capoeira push-up, ear close to the floor. Only your hands and feet are gonna touch the floor, okay? In Capoeira Regional, only your hands and feet touch the floor. So I pull the leg back, and then arms up, and then here. So now I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see the same positions. Now, one special note of when you go down into Negativa is the arm placement. So similar to a push-up, you just have your hands more or less shoulder width apart. So as you go into the Negativa, and as I go down, I want my body to go directly in the middle. So I want this backhand to be very close, and it's easier for me to do my push-up. I don't want this backhand here because then it's gonna put a lot of strain on my shoulder, okay? And it's already a challenging movement for upper body strength. So I go here, boom, and then up. Okay, so you can see from the other side, boom. I want to have my hand close to my body, almost having this elbow brush against my ribs, and then boom, back up. So those are the two basic esquivas, which means escapes, okay, that you learn in Capoeira Regional. In Capoeira, there's not a lot of blocking, and that comes from its roots in African culture, because the Africans that were kidnapped and enslaved in Brazil couldn't revolt outright because they would be put in jail or even worse. So they had to devise different ways to not resist what's coming. So the movements that are represented through their culture, through their struggle, are as such where we don't resist the movement and try to stop. We avoid, move out of the way, and then that helps you to become more agile and learn how to go with what's coming. All right, so the next series is going to be some of the basic kicks that you'll learn in Capoeira Regional. Thank you guys so much. Ashe.